Hey guys, my name is xOctoManx, and in this small tutorial I want to show you how to make a very easy health bar like that one. I'm going to demonstrate this pretty quick. The units are going to hunt each other, and whoever is going to take damage will lose damage, and then they will destroy each other. The destroyment is nothing what we are caring about, just the health by itself and how it's done in Unity 5 with that new canvas system. So let's get started. At first I want to make a small basic unit. I don't really need that animation stuff for that. So I just create a cube, and over that cube will be later on my prefab or whatever it's called for you and whatever you need. And basically I just want to go over and select or use right click, go to UI and add a new canvas to that. As you can see, the canvas itself is pretty big, but my unit is super small over here. I need to scroll around a lot. What I want to do is I want to resize that canvas first. Also, you can see there's an event system. And the canvas system itself is grayed out in here just because the canvas rendering mode is currently or basically set to screen space overlay. So I need to change this one to world space. And now I can go over and change all the rect transforms, so all positions and stuff. And that's what I'm going to do at first. I know that my cube is just 1 unit big, so I want a width of 1, a height of 1. And I will always or also will position all of them to 0 at first. So now you can see the canvas system is over here. Now I want to make it a bit bigger but not that high. So this should work pretty fine. I have a canvas right now with the size of or with the height of 2 units, with a width of 2 units and a height of 0.5. The size basically doesn't really matter because the next one I'm going to enter into that canvas needs to be fixed to that positions and to that size too. The cool thing is, since I can just use this canvas and plug it or make it the children of the cube, it always will move with the cube, and also when the cube is rotating, the canvas is rotating. Later on you might want to go over and change the canvas so it will always look through the camera, but this is not what I want to go over right now. This is something else, which I don't actually need at the moment. Okay, so with that canvas on here, I can go over and add an image. Basically that image I'm going to enter or actually create in here is again super big. So I go and choose the width of 2 and the height of 0.5, and also will go over and change the color to black. So this is going to be my border. So I rename that one to border. Then I need another image which needs to be smaller. I can just create a new one, or I can also go over and just copy that by using the shortcut Control D. So I have a second border, but this is not the border, this is going to be the background, and the background needs to be a bit smaller. Going to take another color, so I'm going to choose red because I want to see the differences between red and green. 1.8 might be too small, so I'm going to take 1.9, and the height also decreases by 1, 0.5 into the top and into the bottom. So the next one is I'm going to copy that one once again, that background. And this is going to be my actually health bar, or just bar, however you like to call this one. Also, this canvas can be renamed to health or health bar. To not confuse yourself, I'm going to rename this one to the bar and set this color to green, to lime green, or choose whichever you want. And then the thing is, what I want to do next is I want to make sure that this bar is scalable from the left to the right. So I need to change the anchors of the rect transform. And I want to make sure that the stretch from the middle to left and right, this should be the right one, is stretching from the left to the right, and this one is selected. So let's go over and check the X scale, and now you can see it's going from the not from the left to the right, it's going from the middle. So if you need something like that, you can use this effect. So I basically code-wise, I will just change the local scale of the x-axis of that rect transform. So that's not what I want. I want just from the left to the right. So basically I should go over and put all that 4 points over there to the left. So checking again, it's over here. This is the right thing, the right anchor point. And if I go over and scale it right now, oh, it's wrong. What the hell? Why is that wrong? Let's check again. Oh, okay. So if you are, as you can see, there's a shift button over there. And I was pressing that shift button, so you see that blue points here, and I was clicking the left pivot. So the pivot of the image needs to be on the left, and the canvas, let's just test this one again. Oh yeah, it's not the canvas itself. The pivot point needs to be at 0 over here, not at 0.5 as it has been before. It needs to be at 0. So the stretching with that anchor point and the pivot to the left. You can also set the pivot to the right depending on the position, so it will change in another direction. Okay, with that done, I can just do the coding. How ever you get damage to your unit, I think I would just go and send this one into a small script. Since I'm working currently on my project, as you have noticed, I ran over to that problem, or not a problem, and this is going to be player health, and this script is going to be on my cube. Cannot, yeah, okay. Give me my cube. There we go. There's my player script, and then I'm writing that one in C# because C# is my favorite language in Unity. And I can do a small or easy damage setup with just a coroutine, or actually an invoke repeating should be more than enough for that. Okay, what I need is several different variables. The first one, and make sure they are all public, so you can go over and check the stuff. So at first I need an integer variable. You can also use a float. Yeah, we need a float. A float variable, which is the health itself, and I'm going to set this one to 100f. The next one is I need to make sure that I can store that value. If you have the current, I need to calculate the current health and need to store the health inside of that. So you can do that in the awake or in the start function, but basically I will do it another way. Just give me a sec. I will use max health over there. Max health is equal to 100, and the current health, let's call it like that. Current health is currently set to 0, and in awake or in start, basically I use awake for that. You can also use start. Let's just use start, and I will set the current health for now, or at the start when I spawn that unit or whichever, it's going to be equal to max health. So this is going to be set to that float variable there. Okay, and the next thing is I'm going to write a small invoke repeating, which is basically decreasing over time by a set amount of time. I think I can use it. If I can't, time repeat rate method name. Okay. Comment this one out for a second. Yeah, I'm going to write a small function over there which I call decrease health, and I will make sure that car health, oh yeah, car health is going to be decreased minus equals to when this function is called. And now I can go over there and call that function name decrease health, and whoops, and I will do that every 1 second, and we'll keep going or repeating that the whole time. You can also later on just do, oh, that is the wrong. There we go. So now basically it should just decrease the health by 2 in or every second. Oh yeah, I forgot to type an F in here, I think. Yeah, cannot be converted into a string, so this needs to be a method, a string method name. So let's check again, and that looks better. So now you can see here the current health is going to. Why it's not come? Okay. It's only doing that 2 times. Oh no, it was just lagging, it seems. Yeah, it's working. So now it's invoking and decreasing the current health by that. You actually have your own damage system in your game, so you don't want to make it like that. It's just for testing the stuff around, and this is not what I'm wanting to go over. So now let's go over to the to the health bar, and on that health bar I want another script which is called the healthBar script. Over here I already written that one, but for you I want to go over and do the same again. So I'm going to write a new C# script, and I'm just go over and call that bar. And this bar is, as you have seen already on the healthBar itself. So inside of that bar script I need a GameObject, which is our bar, and then I'm going to do the scaling stuff depending on the wait, I don't need that. I'm going to enter that all into that script, of course. So yeah, sure, I'm going to do it in here because that's a player, and yeah, I need, as I said, I need a public game object, and this game object is going to be my healthBar object, which I need to drag into the script component. There we go, there's a healthBar, and I need to take the bar and drag it inside of that. So now I can go over and do the scaling stuff on the bar itself. So next is I need another script, or no, not a script, I need another function. I'm going to set the healthBar inside. So every time the health is decreased, I'm go over and set the healthBar script to whatever it has to be. And I send the value inside of that. So this is the how can I call that? That is just my health. And in that I'm going to store that and calculate it for the local scale of the game object itself. Also, it's going to be, or the void here needs to be a public void. Otherwise, I cannot go over into that or actually change something from outside or inside of that, and can't use that values in here if I want to later on. So what I want to go over is I want to take the healthBar object, which is this one, healthBar.transform. And there we go, have the local scale, and this is going to be a new vector 3 because it's changing, and what I need is the local scale over into that. The second, the float y and float z in here, I won't touch because I don't need them. I just need the local scale on x. So in here I'm going to send my health, which is I need to compute this one after or before that, because this is a value. I'm going to write this one. My health needs to be a value between 0 and 1, and this is computed or calculated by max health and current health. So what I need to do is I need to divide one by the other. I'm going to do that after I was writing this one. So healthBar.transform.localScale.y, and this is one too much. And in here also healthBar, can also copy that however you like. .transform.localScale.z. So this is the part for the actual transformation, but my health is not calculated right at the moment. I'm going to save this. So in here, in that decrease health, I want to calculate that and send this to the SetHealthBar. This is going to be pretty easy. So I need another variable for that, which I can just calculate inside of that small health part over here. I can also set a fixed value for that, but it doesn't really matter how you do it. Well, this is going to be a float variable because we need between 0 and 1, so 0.05, 0.06 and so on and so forth. So this needs to be float. Also one of them, no matter which, needs to be a float. Otherwise this won't work and will always give a 0 or a 1 back, but nothing in between. Okay, so call this one I could just name that calculated health, and this is going to be current health divided by health. So health is my maximum, or no, it's max health. So my maximum health value, or actually this value needs to be calculated or divided by max health. So if this one is 80, if current health is 80, and I divide that by 100, I will get a 0.8f. So this will decrease the size of my healthBar and will change the current scale size of the healthBar. It's not that, and will set the size to 0.8 F scale. Okay, and this value, which is the calculated health, needs to be sent into the SetHealthBar in here. So it will be done correctly, or you can see this one correctly. So I call that function SetHealthBar, and in the brackets, normally you wouldn't do anything inside if you have nothing to send in there, but I need to send the calculated health inside of that. And this argument, so this float value, is going to store it into the current in the myHealth, and will be used in here for the local scale on the x-axis of my healthBar.transform GameObject. So going to save this one, and let's see if it's working. There you can see the healthBar is now shrinking by the value, or calculated by the value, when when the health, as you can see over here, is at 76. It's at a scale, let me show you the bar, at a scale of 0.76 in the rect transform of that bar image component, which is a GameObject. And you can use this one as a prefab on all your units. And in action, as you have seen before, it is going to be very easy to set up, and it's very easy to use. You can write your own damage function and stuff, and once the health is going to decrease or increase or whatever, you just send the calculated value to that. So don't do that in an update function, just do it when it's really done, so you save some memory and stuff. Okay, this is pretty much it for just that healthBar stuff I ran over and have done by myself inside of my small project, which you might have seen before already, which is called Age of Boxes. And inside of that I will use that too, to make sure that the user or the player can see the health of all units, of course. Okay, so this is actually everything for that small tutorial. I hope it's helpful. It's nothing impressive, but it's small, it's easy, and it's fast to do that. So that's it. If you like that video, just thumb it up, and if you have any questions about that or whatever, just write me a comment down below under the video if you like it. If you like everything I do, just subscribe to my channel. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye bye.